Hi, and welcome to Volume 2, Episode 20 of the Talent Show powered by TTEC. I'm your host today, Sierra Sanchez. Every other Thursday at noon, we focus on TTEC's most valuable asset, its talent. It's people who bring skills, the drive, and life to TTEC. After all, people are at the heart of the TTEC Human Experience Elevated. With that being said, let's hear a bit from everybody out there. Drop a message in the comments and let me know where you're tuning in from. I am really excited about today's episode. I'll just say that first and foremost. I think it's fun every time we do have a new episode. We have guests from all over the world. And the cool part about featuring different aspects of our different TTEC offices from everywhere is that we get guests on the talent show from all over. So yeah, it looks okay. Mexico City, Leon, Michigan. Let's see who else. Oh, Kansas. Oh, India. Wow, we have quite the global audience today. Well, thank you all for tuning in. We're super happy to have you. Please make sure, just if you have any questions or comments to contribute throughout the show, just drop them in the chat. But anyways, to today's show. Today, we are taking a trip to Bulgaria to visit what might be one of the most thriving and engaged TTEC locations. No matter the circumstance, they find a way to bond as a team to instill a strong and fun company culture. And each with a decade's worth of experience in customer service operations and team buildings. We'd like to introduce you to Zhelyazko, Zhel for short, Dedov, and the Senior Service Delivery Manager, and Martin Bostandzhiev, the Service Delivery Manager in Bulgaria. Both have extensive experience in international markets and truly believe that it's teamwork that makes the dream work. Zhel and Martin, welcome to the TTEC Talent Show.
Hello, thank you for having us today.
Thank you for the invitation.
We're so excited. It's like I just mentioned in the intro, it's so exciting to have just different members from our whole entire TTEC family from all over the world. So, and we learn so much when we hear about different perspectives from different offices and locations. And I know each of you have a different path that has brought you to TTEC. So coming from different backgrounds and interests before your career in customer service operations, tell us a little bit about your career journey. Zhel, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So I joined TTEC in 2011, January. It was like yesterday. So it was my first serious job, I would say, but my plans were not really related with customer service and BPO and in the outsourcing area in general. So I thought it was funny the way I started. A friend of mine, we were working together in Manchester, UK. We were greeting each other during the New Year, so she offered me, "Oh, come on, join us. We are looking after young people motivated knowing English." So the position was like administrative assistant. So I thought, okay, I'm jobless now. I'll join the company for 1 year and then I'll do what I like most. And it was related with sports. I graduated sports academy. So I'm really keen into sport and, playing football and that stuff. So I thought it will be for just 1 year, and I'm still in the company.
It was that fun. Like I think like that's so interesting when you're able to challenge when maybe the career path you thought you were on, you learned in a different how that applies to what you're doing, and it kind of like just pivots a little bit, but you still have those skills that make sense for whatever role you're pursuing. Martin, go ahead and tell us a little bit about your history and your background before coming to customer service operations.
Sure, Sierra. I've been working in the BPO industry for 12 years now. I started as technical support agent. And I've worked as such for 2 years. Afterwards, I took over different support roles in my team. I've been working as business continuity specialist and as process and quality mentor before I got promoted for team lead in 2014. As a personal background, I've graduated in economics and I've moved to Germany actually after school, and I've lived 7 years there. What's an interesting point of my view is that I've studied also applied leisure studies, which was quite an interesting study and a lot of fun. I've not only studied but also practiced leisure there. I started as a bartender, worked as a bartender initially. It was my first student job just to be able to pay my bills. But then I realized that I can do also parties. So I and a friend of mine, we did some parties and it was a lot of fun. After 2 years, however, I was in the late 20s and I decided that probably the best idea is to come back to Bulgaria and to start a career, what I've done.
I think in roles like that, you learn a ton of people skills that are also applicable to running a team or fostering like a great like company culture and environment. So with those experience and like I guess from maybe it was sports for you, Zhel, and then just different kind of studies in like leisure tourism and working in kind of like a customer service area in another way. What were like the elements that you learned that build a strong team for individuals over time? What have you brought into it in that sense?
I believe that a strong team, it really depends from the people you're working with, and to treat them as you want to be treated. I think this is a good recipe for building a great team, and also to be able to provide them the chances they want to develop further, to be able to listen carefully, and maybe to be able also to bond with them, not strictly to be okay guys related, but to have some fun times with them as well. When we are working, but we also have to be able to celebrate our success with people.
Yeah, and you, I remember you said when you first kind of started that role after your first year, you were kind of given the opportunity to lead a team, and that kind of left you with a group of tenured individuals. And as some of them phased out, perhaps you were able to rebuild that team from scratch and kind of give it this supportive environment. Was that something you kind of like take a lot of pride in, and something you learned a lot from?
To be honest, I was so afraid leading a really tenured team because some of them were providing me trainings and coaching me how to do things better, and I was really afraid oh my god, what I'm going to do now, and how am I going to deal with if any issues happening, and if I have to conduct any improvement plans with them and that type of things. But the team I was part of was given opportunities to directly move to the client end. So it happened that in a month time or so, all of the tenured people suddenly they moved in and they took a different path So I had to hire new people, and I was able, to build the team I want to. And then it's like I was lucky, yeah, in that time, because I was new, and to have a new team. So the things happened really, really well for me. And when you are leading a team, you need to have a clear view on what do you want to achieve, and how do you want to act as a person and as a leader to the team.
Exactly. It's definitely a learning curve, but
Yes.
I think we all kind of find our way, and then building. It's all about building relationships too. And Martin, you were at an award-winning company for customer service before. So how do you think that kind of like helps you foster a strong team environment?
Honestly, Sierra, I don't think there is a particular secret in this. It is more the mindset and some basics. So first of all, what's important is to treat the people with respect. This is an absolute key. You have to be also available for your colleagues. Okay, usually during working hours, but not only. And you should be able to have a very open conversation with them, so that you know what they need. And about building the team, I'm speaking now as a team lead, because I'm still a team lead.
Yeah.
Tomorrow as a service delivery manager, but the main role and the key element of the team lead is really to create the team. So of course, you have to give the people the knowledge and the resources they need to do the job, but you have also to create the team. And speaking by experience, if you find a common thing everyone loves to do, this is the key element where you can start from. It could be something very simple. You can go to a sport play with your teammates, or it could be just going out for a beer after work on Friday. But once you are able to create the contact and the relations on a personal level, the chances to have people who are able to work professionally well increases significantly.
Yeah, it's about connecting as people.
Yeah, and also maybe something to add. Probably when you build a team, you need to look after for people with common interests. I think it's as Martin mentioned, there is no recipe, but probably this is something you can achieve better results and build a better team when people have something in common.
Yes, I totally agree. And before we dive into a couple of things your teams do in Bulgaria, to like in common and stuff, let's turn this back to the audience. What has been one of your favorite team bonding activities? I feel like with so many different offices all over the world, so many different cultures, regions, there's so much opportunity for different activities and ways to connect. Over food, over sports. So let us know in the comments, like, what do you guys do with your team? And turning it back to you guys, your teams in Bulgaria love to bond outside of work as well. So can you tell us a little bit about those activities? Zhel, would you like to go ahead?
Yeah, and as you know, we have a person who is specialized to organize parties. Martin, that's you. So we are really lucky to have such people like him. But yeah, what we do is I really love sports. So back in the days, we even had a beach volleyball tournament during the summer. Now we have a football team. We are playing and we were champions for 5 years.
Love that.
In our business park area in Sofia. Now we changed the league because we want to be, to have stronger competition, if I must say, in order to be motivated and keep playing. Last Sunday we had a charity run, a marathon, where some of our colleagues and the company was sponsoring part of the event, and we had participation there. So yeah, we really love to bond together, doing different type of activities. Unfortunately, after the pandemic situation, there are not so much opportunities, but they're still existing, and I'm really glad that we can do some stuff together.
But Martin, I will say your team found a really cool way to still connect over the pandemic. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, absolutely. The biggest challenge was for me how to arrange team activities, get-togethers during the pandemic and the lockdown. And a colleague of mine told me about an agency which could support us quite strongly in this regard. So we've participated in a kind of virtual escape room. All the colleagues participated. We were divided in 2 groups, and we had to resolve a quest in order to escape. It was a very, very funny story about the reasons why Einstein died. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and this is something I could definitely recommend.
Yeah, virtual. So escape rooms in person, you already learned so much about each other. Everybody's their like very true personality comes out, whether it's somebody who needs to, you see like they're a high rate problem solver, like they need to get it done, super focused. There's the people that are like, oh, just wait. I'll see if there's something I can contribute. You just really learn a lot about each other in those kinds of situations. And it's so cool that they had one virtually so that everybody could participate. But
yeah, we also had, Martin, if you recall, a virtual game we organized for the team. It was related with thinking and team decision making. Yeah, the scenario was after a war. There were 10 people who remained, and 7 of them had to be part of some kind of secret place where they can live for 1 year. So you had to choose between different profiles, and it was a good way to listen how people are thinking and how to match the different profiles according to the scenario they have. So this is something we did as well.
Yeah, it was great. Absolutely. The idea was to save the humankind by picking up a few individuals from a long list, so people with different background and interests, and we've discussed this internally. Why? So we play this in groups, and then every group to define to explain their choices. Yeah, it was very.
That's very interesting. Yeah. Very great for personality tests and stuff, just understanding each other a little bit better. Yep. But you guys, thank you so much for joining us today. It is obvious that you live by and fully embrace TTEC's biggest asset being its talent and its people, and you really foster that in Bulgaria. So thank you for sharing with us and the rest of our viewers how you do so. And anybody else, if you would like to join the fun in Bulgaria or any of our other TTEC locations abroad, we're going to take it over and look at some of these hot jobs on ttecjobs.com. All right. So our first one being, first of all, let's stop at ttecjobs.com. this is where you can search for, if you're interested in marketing, customer service, it's great to kind of like just type in those keywords and see what's out there. It'll pull up a whole list of things, but let's stop over if you're interested in perhaps a bilingual customer service or customer relations specialist. It's a German-English position. You'll enjoy a fast-paced career that offers exciting professional development and career growth opportunities. Not only will you have the chance to create amazing experience for yourself, you'll get to help create them for others. There's extensive paid training program and a healthy work-life balance. We're looking for someone who is on the fluent level of written and verbal communication in German, very good level of written and verbal communication in English, and has a customer-centric approach. So this one is on ttecjobs.com. The next one we're featuring today is a senior CX consultant. It's a remote role in the US. You'll get to develop and deliver solutions leveraging the most advanced CX technologies, help define the strategy that will drive business growth for our clients through customer engagement and digital transformation. You'll work closely with external enterprise clients in a consultative capacity as their trusted advisor and expert. Helpful skills would be if you've had some contact center operations background, maybe some knowledge of how contact center technologies run, and executive presence, ability to manage up and influence laterally. So these jobs are both on ttecjobs.com. Head over there and you'll find many more. We'd love to have you all, or whoever is interested in joining us at TTEC, we'd love to have you. So that's it for our show. I hope you enjoyed the talent show. Thank you, or talent show powered by TTEC, because TTEC is powered by its talent. I want to take a moment again to thank our guests, Zhel and Martin, as well as everyone who works to make this show possible. And of course, everyone who came out to spend a little time with us today. We'll see you in 2 weeks on October 14th.